Hey guys, this is Zisteau, and welcome to the very first episode of a brand new Factorio series. The 0.15 patch just came out pretty recently, and it changes so much about the game that it's time to dive into a brand new world and explore all the changes. We've got access to uranium ore now. Over here, this green stuff, which will give us nuclear power and nuclear bombs and that kind of thing. The science system has been completely revamped. We've got 7 different science packs, and they've all got crazy recipes. There's fluid handling, cargo wagons for trains, all kinds of stuff. A lot more things than that. But this is now my 5th series of Factorio, and every time I start a new series, I want it to be different and special. This time, the premise is that we are stuck on this island. So, over the course of this series, our entire base must fit on this island. We just did a supermassive, huge base that was distributed all over different places and not centrally located. Now we're going to do the opposite. Everything must be compact and dense on this island. Eventually, we will run out of stone. We'll run out of other resources. We'll have to make a land bridge and bring stuff in by trains. But everything, including the train offloading stations, has to fit on the island. Now, this time, we're going to be playing with a few mods. You might notice that the ground looks a little bit different. It's red. There's some funny purple trees up there. That's because I've installed the Alien Biomes mod to make the world look, well, a little bit more alien. The default world looks pretty much like Earth. It's got green trees and green grass and deserts and that kind of thing. And I think this is going to help make us feel like we just crashed on a different planet, change it up a little bit visually, but not really affect the gameplay. Now, to make everything fit on this little island, I've installed another mod, which is really kind of like the core part of this series. And that is Factorissimo. So this mod, once we research this guy, we're going to get access to a factory building. And this is kind of like the TARDIS in Doctor Who. You plop this thing down on the ground, and it's much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. This guy's got an interior space of 30 by 30, and it's got 16 connections, I guess 4 on a side, where you can bring things in with belts or take things out with belts. This is going to be instrumental in keeping our base compact, allowing us to have everything on this island. Then there's all this research you can do. You can upgrade, you can allow stuff to come through with pipes or by chests. We can also get bigger factories. So this guy is 46 by 46, and then this guy is 60 by 60. But then the really cool thing, is this, Recursion. This lets us nest factories within factories. I don't know if there's a limit to how many you can do, if it's 2 or 3, or you can just do as many as you want. I don't know. We'll play with it. We'll figure it out. We'll explore. But I've been excited to try this out. So that's the other mod. I've also reinstalled the colored concrete mod. This was something we played with briefly in Meiosis. And then I think when the 0.14 patch came out, I stopped using it. And then the other mod I've installed, which we won't get to for a pretty long time, is a Power Armor Mk3. Let's see if I can find it. Right here. Power Armor Mk3, which will give us a 14 by 14 grid size. Well, that should be fun. It's going to take a long time to get to there. The beginning of the game is going to... Oh, the sun is setting. The beginning of the game is going to feel pretty similar until we get red and green set up. So let's see. What's the first thing we need to do? We need to start mining up some iron. We need to get some coal. Okay, there's some... Whoops. There's some coal down there. Let's plop this guy down like... Let's see, do I care how it's lined up? I guess not. We're going to be rebuilding stuff pretty frequently as we get access to the factories to try to make things more compact. We won't have logistics robots for a little while, but hopefully we can tech up to logistics robots so that we can start using blueprints. There's also, oh yeah, I guess I didn't mention that. Another one of the huge changes in 0.15 is that you can now store blueprints on your profile. And there's this little button right here, Blueprint Library, where you can have blueprints associated with your profile, take them from save to save, and you can share them with other players in multiplayer games. So that's pretty cool. We will definitely be making use of that. Let's go get this mining started. There we go. I think you can also, I didn't try it just there, I think you can also click and drag. Tell you what, let's try the click and drag action. We'll cut down a few trees and make just a few wooden chests, because I want to try this out. Okay, one more tree. How many chests will that get us? I just really want, I think 3 is enough. After that, we will just start using the iron ones. Okay, so let's grab some iron. So I've got 11 chests. If I just hold down Control-click and run by, it will deposit the first one I come in. Oh, I guess I have to right-click? I only had 11. So it's going to deposit all of it in the first one. Yes, okay, I ran by and Control right-clicked. Unfortunately, it is still... It's doing what it used to do and dividing it in half each time. So you're going to put the bulk of your items in the first one you do. I guess that's just kind of inevitable. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, we need to make some more drills. All right, I think we've got all of the burner miners that we're ever going to want or need. So let's go ahead and let's start setting up our power, and we can try out the new boilers and the steam engine, that kind of stuff. And while we're doing that, we should be handcrafting some science packs so we can start that research right away. It's a nice little square, weird-looking pond here. We will probably eventually fill in the little interior ponds, but never expand our island. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Is that max distance, or did I... No, it was not max distance. Okay, this little guy might be in the way. All right, so the boilers are quite a bit different. They are now 2x3. Looks like we've got input and output for water and 1 output for the steam. Is that what that's doing? And you're going to need some fuel. I'll just give you wood for right now. Yeah, okay, so it's... You can reverse it like that, but not at 90-degree intervals. All right, so for now, let's actually make some normal pipes. So I've heard the ratio being thrown around of 2 to 1 that you need... And I didn't pay attention to what the ratio was. Oh, that's going to take a while, huh? I guess we can just use this for now. You either need 2 steam engines per boiler or 2 boilers per steam engine. The previous ratio was 14 to 10. But I was looking on the items that I had crafted. I don't see where it says like what the number actually should be. It does say on this guide that it consumes 30 per second fluid consumption. So that would mean we need to figure out how much the boiler is producing. But looking at the stats that I mouse over here, I don't see where it says how much steam it produces per second. Like if it's 60, then we want 2 steam engines. If it's 15, then we want 2 boilers. But it doesn't seem to really say, and that's kind of bizarre. Maybe once we start using power, it will tell us. If not, we'll just do some trial and error to figure it out. I'm sure it's not going to be that complicated, right? Okay, let's get some automation going. Plop that in there. Okay, so we're not consuming, by the way, our total of 30 per second because we're barely using any power. Okay, now that you're actually making stuff... Yeah, I'm not sure. We're going to have to do some trial and error. I guess for now, we can kind of do this thing. I have to link these guys up with pipes. But we're going to wait until these are done. Actually, we can cancel those. And then get some pipes going. And then start making some more of these. Dump these guys in here. So let's actually change this. Let's just assume it's 2 boilers per steam engine. And we'll figure it out later what the actual number is. Grab some coal. And dump that in there. And let's actually... Oh, nice timing. Okay. So that should last a little while. Now that those guys are going, we're going to start setting up the basic power stuff. So we'll make some mining drills. I have a few belts made. We'll have to make some more. Once we get the automation up and running, that'll be good to go. All right, I decided to set up sort of like a beginner little smelting setup here. And this is only going to accommodate 1 belt each of iron and copper, and then we're gonna have to move things later and reroute things as we need more and more space until we get those awesome factory buildings. So we're gonna have a mining here. We're gonna basically do some bootstrapping to get all the basic stuff we need, the inserters and belts, all that stuff automated, and get the science up and running, the red and green at least. We're gonna use this little space here. And then later, I think what we'll do is we will put our smelting up here and then run the beginning of our sort of second phase main bus in this nice big open space over there. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm handcrafting inserters. and we're going to try to basically get to the point where we're using all of the available energy that our steam engines are providing. And then at that point, we can experiment and see exactly what the ratio is. Should be much easier to figure out at that point. Okay, let me continue handcrafting those. And then we're going to do this layout. I'm sure you've seen this before. I've done it a lot of times. A lot of people have done it a lot of times. Oh, I guess I missed some belts there. I did automate the production of belts. We can go pick up some more because I just ran out. There we go. Pretty nice. Automation. Okay, there's that guy. And then, okay, so let's do this. Let's do the bottom layer of this side. This is going to be the iron. We'll do the bottom, like, 2 sets of 3. And I'm spent, but we can at least do the power lines. So how was I doing it on that side? We will need one there and there. Okay, and then from there, we can... Oh, it already did connect up to this. So all those guys just got powered. Very nice. Like so, we'll need to handcraft some splitters and some underground belts, and then run the coal up here. And to save space, I guess we'll run the belt right there. One belt should be plenty. All the way down here, if I have enough. Actually, we don't need to split it. I was going to split it. I guess we'll split it later when we need more boilers. But we can just connect that up right there, and that should be good. Doing fine as far as that is going. Yeah, but we need to scale that up pretty soon as well. I'll go ahead and grab this. Maybe the last time I will need to manually grab coal. We'll be moving our little burner mining drills and switching over to an automated smelting setup in just a momento here. All right, let's hook up the power. This should dramatically affect the amount of power we're using up because all these guys are about to start getting used. Power up all of these guys. I guess we still have the tiny little crappy power poles. We have to do it like that. Just start off with 8 for each one, and then we will adjust things. Once these guys run out of fuel and stop producing ore, we will get rid of them. This is not connected to anything. There we go. Okay, so there's the ore for that. The iron coming up there. We don't really need a balancer because they're only getting split onto half of a belt. And they're heading straight into the splitter anyway. So no balancer needed because they're only going onto one side. And then here comes the coal. We'll just keep an eye on our coal production. Make sure we have enough of that going on. Nice little design. I've used this last couple times. I've set up a new world. Works rather well for a little starter setup where you don't need a crazy amount of throughput. You don't have the big belts. You don't have not steam engines, but steel furnaces yet. There we go. Lovely. So these 2 belts are going to come down here. And this is not enough to compress an iron belt and a copper belt. So I'm going to leave some room for some extra furnaces. I might add another... let's see, we've got 15 on each side. That's 30. I don't remember what the number is off the top of my head, but we could probably add another pretty decent number. So they're going to come down here. And you know what? Since we're bootstrapping like this, we could just keep it straight. We don't have to head off to the right because I don't really want to... I don't want to chop down all those trees. And I'm going to do a similar thing to what we did. Although we have long-handed inserters now, and I'm not worried about how many items I handcraft. So I think we will just do like a very basic tiny little bus. Like that. And we will start making some things like some electronic circuits. All right, there we go. That should start making us electronic circuits. No, it won't, because we need to bring the iron in. So let's do that. Do that like so. There we go. Okay, beginning of the bus. We can add more output, more production for this. But I think we're probably using enough of our power that we can take a brief look into our steam engine situation. So basically, as we run out of power, the determining factor will be, are we running out of steam? If we're running out of steam, then we're not producing enough, and the steam engines can handle more. But if we're running out of power and this guy stays full, that means we are not utilizing our steam engines to their fullest. So let's go ahead and add, let's add 2 more here. I think I made 2, yep. Okay. Whatever, lovely. So if the ratio is 1 boiler to 2 steam engines, then that means if I add a 5th steam engine and we're using all of our power, then we will start to run, this pipe will run empty. Okay, let's add 1 more. See if we can get to the bottom of this. And it does not look like we are producing enough coal. So while we're waiting on that, let's add some more of these guys. That should be enough for now. There we go. We also have our first lights. And we will have to research colored lights later, but we can... I guess that's in the vanilla game now. But that's part of the colored concrete mod I installed. 99. Okay, number 5. Now, maybe we might have enough for now that I'm not actually using all of my energy. Our production is... Yeah, okay, we're satisfying everything we need. Maybe I need to scale up a little bit farther. And then we can see what we need to do next. Well, I just about have red and green science set up, and I'm wondering when we're going to start to run out of power. I still only have the 2 boilers. I guess the steam engines produce quite a bit more power than they used to. We can go ahead and just keep researching the red stuff. Here's the various ways to transport fluids. Okay, research that, whatever. Okay, then we need these guys. I wanted some fast inserters for these guys. So let's go ahead and do that. Get those guys going. Power that up. Get a fast inserter there. And there, and there. Power those up. Whatever, we'll refine the power setup later. Can I put that somewhere else? Yeah, put that like that. There we go. Now these guys will need some outputs. So let's actually try to... Oh, I guess I used a lot of power poles up there because I needed inserters and outserters. Outserters, that's not even a word. Inserters and... Let's see, the slow ones will be fine. I needed long-handed inserters to... get rid of the thing. To take it out of the assembly machine. Okay, there we go. That's all set up. Those should start producing. Why are you not producing? You need iron. Oh, green circuits, right. Duh. Okay, so you need green circuits then. All right, fine. So we need to do something. Let's see. This needs to start here. And go down in that direction, which means the nearest place we can make that splitter is right there. Which means we need a splitter there, and I'm out of splitters. There we go. Okay, and then another fast inserter there. Oh, let's do it on that side, because that's already powered. Ah, lovely. Okay, so that should start the green science automated. 6 of those, 5 of those. We can pick up this guy. I always do that. I always pick up the inserters last. Pick up all this stuff. And now we'll have a properly scaled up science area. Let's tell you what. I'm not sure exactly at what kind of time frame we'll be doing the blue science. Because I've never done that before. It's changed quite a bit. So let's just pull this out here. Yeah, there's 7 different types of science packs now, huh? Well, what I'll probably do is move these steam engines, so let's just do it like this. Let's keep it simple for now. I'm going to have to reconfigure it eventually anyway. We'll just do it all on one side. And then we'll add long-handed inserters for the next set. And have a parallel belt right there with number 3 and number 4 science pack. By the time we get to the science pack after that, who knows? Oh, we don't need the fast inserters. Let's conserve power for the time being until we're just rolling in the stuff. Gonna be a while before... I guess the end game power setup of to be most desired is the nuclear power now. I have no idea how it works. I'm excited to find out. And I guess we need 1 more there. Oops. Oh, I'm out of those. Okay. And we'll just put that guy right there. Put a few lights down. And none of you have power. There we go. Lovely. Okay. Oh, one more. Yes. All right. That is a more proper science setup. I think we'll be scaling things up, but that should start our research going quite a bit faster. Well, I doubled up our science production, so we've got 20 of these laboratories now. I upgraded all these guys to assembly machine 2s. Let's plop down a few. We're going to put a light right there. Right there. Is it nice? Okay, good. Just brighten things up a little bit. So I've got 6 steam engines here and only 2 boilers, and we are running out of the actual steam. So I'm thinking if I add a 3rd boiler and our steam fills back up and these guys aren't running dry anymore, then that will kind of confirm that the ratio is actually... Give you one of those. That the ratio is 1 boiler per 2 steam engines. If that catches all the way back up and fills this pipe all the way back up, I think that's a confirmation. It seems like that's what's happening. As we use more power, we will use more steam up. So maybe that's not the case, but it seems to indicate that we're not quite using all of our power up for our steam engines. That pipe filled right back up. Maybe it's because we're not using enough power, but I think we confirm that. We can do some more detailed experiments later. For right now, it doesn't matter too much. I started researching Architecture 1, which is the first research for the Factorissimo mod. So next episode, what we're going to do is we will start experimenting with our factory building Mark 1s. It's going to take 500 stone, 500 iron plates, and 100 copper plates, which is not that big a deal, really. So hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. Hope you're excited for the series. That's going to be it for this episode. I think I'll start breaking down these burner mining drills. We need to start, I need to automate some stone mining with electric mining drills so that we can start saving up. Oh, it looks like I did not have, when I set this up, looks like I did not have inserters. I guess I ran out. Okay, grab those. Yeah, this is not gonna cut it. Anyway, that is the end of the episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.